Hello students, now I'm going to continue with the chapter quadrilateral of 9th standard, practice set 5.5, which is related to the midpoint theorem. So in the given figure, points x, y, z are the midpoints of the side AB, side BC and side AC of triangle ABC respectively. AB is equals to 5 cm, AC is equals to 9 cm and BC is equals to 11 cm. Then find the length of XY, YZ and XZ. So in previous lecture you learn about the midpoint theorem. Means what? If this is a triangle and x and z, these are the midpoints of the sides AB and AC, then the segment joining these two midpoints, that is segment XZ, is parallel to the BC and half of the BC. So this is nothing but the midpoint theorem. So in this example we have to find out the length of XY, that is this one, then YZ and XZ. So in example we are already given that these XYZ are the midpoints of this triangle ABC, that is the sides AB, BC and AC, and you are given the length of AB. So AB is of 5 cm, then AC is of 9 cm and BC is of 11 cm. So we can orally find out this answer, because you know that is this segment, that is XY, YZ and XZ. So these segments are the segment joining the midpoints of the sides AB, BC and AC. So the XZ is half of BC, similarly YZ is half of AC and ZY is half of AB. So we can orally find it if you know the midpoint theorem. So see how to write down the theorem. So XYZ are the midpoints of the AB, BC and AC respectively. The reason is given. So we can write that is XY. So this XY is half of AC. And AC you are given is, that is 9. So the answer is 4.5. The reason is midpoint theorem. Similarly YZ, see here YZ, which is half of AB, and AB you are given that is 5. So it is equals to 2.5 cm. Similarly XZ, see the XZ, it is half of BC and BC is 11 cm. So the half of it is 5.5 cm. So if you know the midpoint theorem very well, then you can solve this example. Now see the second example. In the adjoining figure, quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral MNRL are the rectangles. See the quadrilateral PQRS is this outside rectangle, and inside rectangle that is L, M, N and R. If point M is the midpoint of PR, so see M is the midpoint of this PR, and then prove that SL, so where is SL? So SL is equals to LR and LN, so see this LN is half of SQ. So SQ, here is SQ. Now see again we have going to use the midpoint theorem. So see you are given that is PQRS and MNRL. So these are the rectangles. The reason is given, and you know that is, since it is a rectangle, the each angle is of 90 degrees. So angle S is equals to angle L. So this angle S, this angle L. So these are of 90 degree. So reason is angles of the rectangle. That means these both the angles are congruent. So S is congruent with L. That is corresponding angle test. So if we consider that is SP and LM, see here, that is SP and LM. Since these two angles are congruent, these two lines are parallel. That is SP and LM, these are parallel because these two angles are corresponding angles which are congruent. So these two lines SP and LM are parallel. So the reason is corresponding angle test. So in triangle PRS, so CPRS, P, R and S. So see this triangle. In this triangle, M is the midpoint of PR. So you are given that is M is the midpoint of PR, and we in this previous statement we already proved that LM is parallel to PS. तो हमने ये सीखा था इन कॉन्वर्स ऑफ मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम कि एक ट्रायंगल है और हमें एक साइड का मिड पॉइंट जो है उस लाइन से ये लाइन को हमने अगर पैरेलल लाइन ड्रॉ कर दी तो ये लाइन जहाँ पे जाके इंटरसेक्ट होगा तो वो L इस SR का मिड पॉइंट होगा. So point M is the midpoint of PR and ML is parallel to PS, then L is the midpoint of SR. So the reason is from converse of midpoint theorem, and so here we prove that SL is equals to LR. Now see the next point. Similarly for triangle PRQ we can prove that N is the midpoint of QR. So see, so for triangle PRQ, so PRQ, so इस triangle में भी हम ये prove कर सकते हैं, since M is the midpoint and MN is parallel to PQ, so N will be the midpoint of QR. ये जैसे हमने प्रूव किया दैट इज SL इज इक्वल्स टू LR, उसी तरह से हम RN इज इक्वल्स टू NQ प्रूव कर सकते हैं. सो इन ट्रायंगल PRSQ, सी द ट्रायंगल RSQ, सो RSQ, तो हमने अभी ये प्रूव किया है कि L इज द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ SR एंड N इज द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ QR. सो दिस इज द सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग द मिड पॉइंट्स ऑफ द sides, that is SR and RQ. So LN, according to the midpoint theorem, LN is parallel to SQ and it is half of the SQ. So in triangle RSQ, L and N are the midpoints of SR and QR respectively, and so LN is equals to half SQ by midpoint theorem. Now see the question number 3rd. In given figure, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Points F, D, E are the midpoints of side AB, BC and AC respectively. Again this is the same example that of the first example, that is triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. You are given equilateral matlab all sides are same. It means AB is equals to BC is equals to AC, and you are given that is D, E, F, these are the midpoints of these sides. Then show that FEFD और FAD इज एन इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल. ये बाहर का ट्रायंगल जो है वो इक्विलैटरल है, तो हमें ये प्रूव करना है कि अंदर वाला ट्रायंगल भी इक्विलैटरल ही है. नाउ सी हाउ वी कैन प्रूव. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट, दैट इज ट्रायंगल ABC इज एन इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल, दैट इज गिवन. So all sides are same, that is AB is equals to BC is equals to AC, that is the sides of the equilateral triangle. You are given that is F, D, E are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC and AC respectively. So D, E and F, so these are the midpoints of these sides. So by midpoint theorem we can write that is FD, see here FD is half of AC. Yes, next one DE is half of AB, and last one EF is half of BC. So ये हम लिख सकते हैं according to the midpoint theorem. So यहाँ पे हमें देखना है कि AB, BC एंड AC इक्वल है, मतलब ये टोटल साइड इक्वल है, हाफ हाफ आर ऑल्सो सेम. So right sides are same, so left sides are also same. So we can easily write that is FD is equals to DE is equals to EF, and so triangle EFAD is an equilateral triangle from 4, 5 and 6. Now see the example number 4. In given figure, segment PD is a median of triangle PQR. Point T is the midpoint of segment PD, and produced QT intersect PR at M. Then show that PM upon PR is equals to 1 by 3. And you are given the hint that is draw DN is parallel to QN. Now see the figure. So this is triangle PQR, and here we have to draw the median, that is PD. You are given that is point T is the midpoint of segment PD. First we have to draw the PD median of triangle PQR. So PD is the median of the triangle. After that we are given that is T is the midpoint of PD, and so we draw here the line passing through this T, that is QM, and after that DN, because the hint we are given that is DN is parallel to the QM. DN is parallel to the QM, and now we have to prove that PM upon PR is equals to 1 by 3. PM upon PR is equals to 1 by 3. So see the statement. So in triangle PDN, so see PDN, so we're going to see only this triangle PDN. So in this triangle, you already know that is the T is the midpoint of PD, and in hint we already draw that is QM is parallel to DN. So from this T we draw the line parallel, that is TM, which is parallel to the DN, means M is the midpoint of PN, means PM is equals to MN according to the converse of midpoint theorem. So in triangle PDN, point T is the midpoint of PD and TM is parallel to DN. So point M is midpoint of PN. So PM is equals to MN. So reason is converse of midpoint theorem. Next, in triangle PQ, in triangle QMR, see the triangle QMR. So in this triangle, point D is the midpoint of QR. So this is already given, that is point D is the midpoint of QR. See the triangle QMR. So this triangle we have to see, and D is the midpoint of QR, and DN is parallel to QM. And so N is the midpoint of MR according to the converse of midpoint theorem. So point N is the midpoint of MR, and so MN is equals to NR. So we prove this one. So in previous statement we prove that is PM is equals to MN, and in this statement we prove that is MN is equals to NR. Means all these parts are same, that is PM is equals to MN is equals to NR. So according to converse theorem. So यहाँ पे जो मैंने दो स्टार्स लगाए वो स्टेटमेंट हमें ध्यान में रखना है. तो MN is repeated here, so we can easily write that is PM is equals to MN is equals to NR. Now see how this PR forms. PR forms by the addition of these parts, that is PM plus MN plus NR. Why? Because M is in between this PR, N is also in between this PR. So we can write that is PR is equals to MP plus MN plus NR. So the reason is P dash M dash N dash R. And you know that is all these three parts are same. यहाँ पे हमने प्रूव किया है थर्ड में, that is PM is equals to MN is equals to NR. So all these parts are same. So instead of writing a separate, we write here PM for 3 times. So PR is equals to PM plus PM plus PM. So why we write this for 3 times? Because we have to prove that PM upon PR is equals to 1 by 3. So 3 PM. So PM हमने यहाँ पे रखा, yes PR get in the denominator, and यहाँ पे कोई नहीं, मतलब यहाँ पे 1 है. So ये 3 यहाँ पे आके denominator में आएगा 1 by 3. Means we have proved that is PM upon PR is equals to 1 by 3. So this is all about the exercise 5.5, and this is the end of the chapter, that is quadrilateral. In next lecture we will going to start the new chapter. Thank you.